Hey everyone, my name is Dominic, and I verify that I am a queer transgender yoga instructor. I have been certified through Yoga to the People, which is a yoga chain, and they've got a few different locations, like here in California, and also in New York and Arizona, and I think they have one in Florida too. Anyway, so the purpose of this is to bring more transgender people into the yoga community, because even though most yoga studios don't do anything to actively discriminate against transgender people, they also don't really do much to reach out to us either. And that can be kind of a problem for some trans people. Sometimes trans people aren't might not necessarily be comfortable going into what can be an intimate space and just be surrounded by a whole bunch of cisgender people or people who fit certain body types. Some people are, but some people aren't either. So yoga is an ancient practice. It was founded by the ancient Hindu monks over 3,000 years ago. It's actually a lifestyle. It's not just a physical practice. But what we're going to be doing through this web series is the physical practice. The reason why yoga was created was so that these Hindu monks would be able to create a lifestyle that would allow them to sit for hours in meditation, and where the physical poses, also known as the asanas, come into play, is that these monks, they would be sitting for hours in this meditation, and then their bodies would get really stiff, and so that's why they created the physical poses. Yoga was passed down mostly through word of mouth for quite some time by nomadic tribes in India, and then eventually some Indian gurus started saying to their students rather, "Hey, why don't you go out west? Why don't you spread the teachings of yoga out to the west and to other parts of the world as well?" So yoga is actually a gift from India and should be treated as such. Why it's particularly important for transgender people to do yoga is, as trans people, we tend to face a lot of anxieties. There's a lot of maybe misgendering, body dysphoria, whatever it is that you personally face that creates anxiety for you as a transgender person. So there's actually one pose in particular that can really help with anxiety, and it's called the child's pose. And unfortunately, I'm not currently set up to demonstrate it to you right now, but I can talk you through it. It's real simple. You just have to sit back on your heels with your toes untucked, and you place your forehead on your mat, and your knees can be either together or apart. You can keep your arms out in front of you with your palms face down, or you can keep them back behind you with your palms face up. But if they're out in front of you, palms face down, just keep your elbows slightly bent, so that way your forearms are resting on the mat. You don't want any tension in your shoulders. And you want to prioritize your forehead on the mat over your hips on your heels. This pose is not comfortable for everybody, but it's also really comfortable for some people. So regardless of whether or not it's comfortable for you, just try to breathe through it. This pose is really great for reducing your heart rate, and that can be an issue with a lot of trans people, especially if you're somebody who wears a binder. Then having an anxiety attack can be a real problem because you're constricting your lungs. So this is also a pose that's good to do without any restrictive clothing, just something that you can wear loosely and comfortably. And just breathe deeply, a lot of big belly breaths. I will definitely be demonstrating this pose in my next video. In fact, I'll actually be teaching a full-on class in my next video. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned for that. I will also be teaching some in-person classes starting in January every Saturday in Berkeley, from 12:30 to 1:45. You can message me if you would like the information for more specific location. I'm a little bit hesitant to share all of the specific locations here with you in this video because I am posting this video on YouTube. So that means that some potentially questionable people could possibly be seeing this video, and I want to be able to protect you. So please message me if you're interested in that. And if you are not able to make it, then you can also keep watching this web series. I do have a GoFundMe account created. It's donation based for the web series, and it's $10 for the in-person classes. I hope, well, possibly in the future I might be offering some free classes, but right now I have realistic things like rent and what for the studio space to think about. So if you are able to, please contribute. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, just please send a message. Thank you.